Yeah, hi, my name is Ron Petrinovich, CEO of Freedom Equity Group, and I want to take a couple minutes and just share with you our crusade, share with you something I'm very, very passionate about, and talk a little bit about our new world of money. Our crusade starts right here. It's just the numbers. Every year, about 6 million people have a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. And 70% of those people don't die. But more than half of the people that don't die go bankrupt in the process. And that's a problem. That means this happens to a couple million people a year. And the problem is, if you get sick and you can't go to work, who's going to pay your bills? Who's going to pay your health insurance? Who's going to make your house payment? Who's going to keep funding your retirement? Who's going to pay for your food? Study was done by CNBC stating that the average American is more worried about critical illness and running out of money than they are about dying. At least when you die, it's all over. But less than 5% of the workers are covered. And you guys, we have a solution to that called living benefits. Okay? Problem number two, just making this stuff real simple. Problem number two is, what if I live a long, long time? If you live a long, long time, where's your income going to come from at retirement? Most people save money in banks, precious metals, real estate, IRA, 401k, 403b, not knowing that a whole bunch of that money is going to go away to fees. Not knowing that you're going to pay a ton in taxes. And usually your money in the market is at risk. So think about this. If you live a long, long time, who's going to take care of you when you retire? Who's going to take care of you when you can't work anymore? Will it be the government? If we take a look at just the numbers, 18 trillion in debt, will that Social Security be enough for you to get by? And will it be around in 20 or 30, 40 years? And I think it will, and I hope it does. But I think the main point here is, will it be enough? And I think the answer is probably not if you want to live a good life. The next is, do you have a pension? It's either you do or you don't. And today, most people don't. So if you do, congratulations. But if you don't, you better start thinking about a pension type income. What's your substitute? Okay? Will your IRA or 401k take care of you? Well, that's going to be a challenge because once your money's in there, I call it tax prison. How do you get it out? To get it out, you got to pay taxes, sometimes penalties. And then, of course, we could become dependent on our kids. So here's the bottom line. If you live a long, long time, will you end up dependent on somebody else, or will you be independent? Will you have saved money? Report came out this week saying that 47% of all Americans save zero, no money. Time magazine, February of this year, came out and said this baby could live till 142 years old. That's scary, you guys. If you live that long, who is going to pay the bills? Now top it all off with this. Guy that I know, David McKnight, wrote this book, The Power of Zero. And he says in the book, according to the Congressional Budget Office, if Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid go unchanged, okay, if they go unchanged, that means if they're not reduced, if you're lower income worker at 10%, says you're going to go to a 25% tax bracket. If you're middle America, then you work. You're going from 25 to 63. Now let's just stop right there. You're pulling money out of your IRA, out of your 401k, and your tax rate, just federal, goes from 25 to 63. What happened to your income? Right? Well, you guys, we have a solution for all these problems, because in life, you see, we don't know what's going to happen. Some people die too soon. Well, that's what life insurance is all about. That's what we do. Some people become sick along the way, and a whole bunch of them go bankrupt. Well, with our new, no additional cost, critical, chronic, and terminal illness riders, should you become sick, We deliver a check, depending on the insurance company. Some are maxed at 500,000, a million, 1.5, even 2 million bucks. But here's the other kicker. Who's going to live a long, long life? What if you live till you're 95 years old? Who's going to pay the bills? And with the government debt, doesn't it make sense to have an income that you don't have to pay taxes on? So you guys, I'm very, very passionate about what we do. The more that you understand these products, the better they become. And let me ask you this. What if we could deliver this solution? And over the long haul, not the short run, in the long run, what if we could deliver this kind of solution? And what if it costs you in the long run half the fees your 401k cost you? Would that be a good thing? So I really urge you, take a good look at what we've got. We call it a crusade. We have modern day solutions for current day economics. I love what we do. I invite you to take a look at our company. Take a look at what these products can do for your family, because you'll be glad you did. Thank you. Bye-bye.